Make sure this looks right. Hello guys, what's up? It's a DayWalker report. I'm literally walking in the day. I'm over the course of my YouTube anime career, which hasn't really even been that long. I've been extremely inconsistent with my video posting because I have a lot of other things I've been doing. I post a lot of anime vlogs. No, not anime vlogs, anime and analysis on Tumblr. I also do a lot of talking on Instagram, which are like kind of like vlog structured videos on Instagram. I've come to realize the different tiers of anime fan that exists within the spheres of, the discourse around anime and manga. And there was this one post, I forgot the website, I'm gonna have to look it up and link it later. But the three sort of like tiers that really grabbed me, because I can relate to these three tiers the most, are the otaku, the daywalker, and the elitist. Now, what are these? What entails these three things? Like, otaku are basically people who are very much invested in the shows that they watch. They know a lot about sort of the history of the show, different people who are on the staff and stuff like that, and they're very vocal about their appreciation of anime. Now in the particular article that I link, it's kind of unclear the difference between otaku and like what am I gonna say? The difference between otaku and elitist is very unclear, because from what I understand about otaku, there are a lot of people who are really experienced and know a lot about the medium, who aren't even who don't even identify as otaku. They don't even identify as like just they just see themselves as anime fan, like Bob Samurai, or even people like Code Provider, or people who are kind of clear examples of people who don't like to identify as otaku. And then you have people like freaking Digibro and Super Eye Patch Wolf, the likes of which identify as otaku, or even Anime Abandoned, which is a very old classical freaking anime review channel that's been around for a long time, and they identify as otaku. So like the sort of line where elitist and otaku sort of exist, it's like elitist is almost a pejorative term for otaku. Like, this person knows too much about these shows, has watched so many anime that they can't appreciate the new stuff that comes out, which isn't at all true. Like, there are a lot of people who identify as otaku who really appreciate new shows, but I'm kind of getting away from my point. The main point is why I chose DayWalker Reporter as the name of this channel, is that like, how is a daywalker defined? Is someone who sort of understands the medium, has been interested in the medium for a long time, knows a lot about like different titles, has watched a lot of shows. I've watched probably over 300 different shows in the oeuvre of my memory of watching those shows, and I've read like even more manga than I even have on my anime list. But the thing is about a daywalker that separates them from an otaku is that daywalkers kind of withhold themselves from falling into like sort of the hole of otaku, going really deep down and having a nosedive into sort of the real true history of these shows. Sure, they like might know like some names of some people. They'll know about like some broad history of shows. Like, I would say the criteria of being a daywalker is that you have to have at least watched every single Studio Ghibli film, every single Satoshi Kon film, and you have to have at least read some Naoki Urasawa manga or some Tezuka manga, and then you kind of move out of the realm of being just sort of your run-of-the-mill anime fan into being a daywalker, And daywalkers, they sort of appear to be just sort of these normal people who just or just like everybody else can hold conversations about anything. But then like out of nowhere, they drop some random anime facts, you know. But I feel like the stage of being a daywalker is like the precursor to becoming an otaku. And this is just sort of how I'm feeling about myself, is because like, yeah, I know a lot about the medium. Yeah, I know a lot about the history of different stuff. Yeah, I watch a lot of analysis videos and whatnot. But the level of knowledge I have about these things is freaking limited compared to people like, you know, the far, I would joke and just say the far left version of anime fans who have really, really dug deep and really just grabbed out all these stuff. Like they've seen like stuff like Mad Bull 34, or they've seen like most of the Gundams. They've seen stuff like well, I've seen a lot of the Gainax shows, so like I'm getting closer to that realm. They've seen almost every single isekai. They've seen, they watch, like, then you got two different tiers of otaku. You got the manly men otaku who like really like shows that are like, you know, and then you got the guys who like shows with, or not just guys, but guys and girls, because it's kind of disrespectful, you know, not trying to disrespect the women's respect, you know, who like shows with, you know, cute things in them and can appreciate cute things. I'm kind of in the middle. I like stuff like Ponyo. Ponyo's freaking adorable. I like stuff like K-On! And, you know, shows that just have really well developed characters interacting with each other. And I adore the sort of cuteness of characters, because like cuteness doesn't automatically mean it's weird. It just means that you appreciate that sort of element of those sort of stories. But I digress. So yeah, otaku, daywalkers, why do they all matter? Well, daywalkers are people who are kind of in the reeds a little bit. They're a little bit worried about the sort of scrutiny that will come once they take on the identity of being an otaku, because there's a certain image of an otaku that's sold to people that isn't really 100% representative of what it is. Like, otaku is basically anybody who's just really into something and really gets into their they indulge in the things that they like. But like most people, because we live in a capitalist system where the expectation is that you utilize, like, where you're utilized by a corporation as a resource, because that's the expectation, there tends to be a dynamic of people like, okay, well, you can't just 100% just go around and make a career out of things that you like. You can't just go into things and like things and not like do work, you know? You have to do some sort of work, you know? And I disagree with that notion, because at the end of the day, if you're someone who's able to make a career out of the things that you enjoy doing, then you don't have to acquiesce to the capitalist, not the capitalist system, but you don't have to acquiesce to the corporations. You could literally just sort of create your own market and do your own thing. So yeah, that's my video on why I named myself the Daywalker Reporter. And I'm literally doing this as I'm walking in the day, which is kind of obvious, but you know, it's something that you just kind of gotta know about, you know? But yeah, if you like this video, press the like button, monetize this video, let people know about the difference between a daywalker and otaku-chama. And yeah, I'm gonna link my Patreon later. I have a Patreon. If not, I have a PayPal. If you want to PayPal me money so I can make more videos, just let me know, okay? Because, well, even if you don't want to PayPal me money, I'll still be making videos, because I don't care, this is fun.